Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday. It's Lisa Harden coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in Boise, Idaho. I always say beautiful, don't I? I always try and look on the bright side, literally, but it's getting hot out there again. Hello, Jean. Now, listen, you can see my face. I thought I should come on. It's always nice, right, to remember that I'm not just a pair of hands, but we do like the hands. They're the ones that make the cards. So let me pull up my screen. Is it weird to hear you see me saying things that you usually only hear me say? But I start this the same way every time, right? I need to pull myself up on the screen. Oh man, now I get to watch myself on two screens. Not so sure about that. But you know what? It's a good day. This is me. And I'm so glad to have all of you here. Oh, I know. Thanks, Anne, for popping in anyway, and everyone else. It's just kind of a norm, right? Unless you hear otherwise, I will be here. Sometimes I don't have time to pop on during the day and post. Hello, Maria, and hello, Susan. And I saw Kathy Sanford. Hi. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on and say hi. Or say hello. I just was reading something at the same time. See, that's going to get me every time. I need to move the comments. Move the comments. Okay, I will look at the comments a little bit later. I really just want to visit with you, right? Like, we'll make cards when we can make cards, but I really just want to visit. But I'll hold off on that for now. You did not tune in for that, right? First of all, please don't forget we are in the height of this mini catalog. This says July to December, but because of COVID and worldwide shipping woes, we just introduced this to customers on August 3rd, and it's been a big hit. It's been a big hit in this household. Someone here has made many, many orders. I don't know. One of the three of us have made many, many orders, and I've been very happy with everything I've gotten. It just keeps getting better. And even things where I thought, oh, maybe I don't need that. No, I need it. So please just know that it's a beautiful catalog. And if you don't have it, well, that's the first step to starting to love paper crafting, right? Because it's as much of an idea book as it is an ordering catalog. So if you live in the United States and you're not working with another demonstrator, I would love to send you the catalogs, okay? This will also come with the mini catalog. This is our celebration flyer. This is good stuff. You cannot buy anything in this catalog. You have to earn it through purchases. So you can earn with a $50 purchase or $100 purchase. Now that is total cost of product for shipping and any taxes. Just so you know, you'll see here there's a green circle in the middle. This in particular is the Super Bedazzling paper. It is one of 3 items in this catalog, in this flyer, that are while supplies last. So please keep an eye on those. And if you want that paper, get it first. It's good. You can color it with your blends and spritzer, and we've seen all sorts of incarnations of it, right? Anyway, so that's how you know if it's free with a $50 order. And then if you go towards the back of the catalog, there are, I think, 3 things. And so the dahlias, sorry, I have the screen turned around. I will forever be wondering how to move things now. The beautiful dahlias, they're all actually called delicate dahlias. There are some distinctive stamps in there that are unreal. Even when you stamp them, you think they're a photograph. I'm not kidding you. Earn it and see. Tell me if I am not right about that, but I'm right. I know. Anyway, so you'll know whether you need a $100 purchase or a $50 purchase by looking for those circles. But also don't miss this last part, which is another thing you can do, which is you can host. Hosting has its own rewards. So if you like earning free product, then just take it another step and host a party. Hosting a party is as easy as placing an order for yourself that totals $150 or more. I have Stampin' Up! Parties in this house several times a month. I can guarantee you that. But the cool thing is, as soon as your order is $150 or more, you start earning rewards back. So for a $150 order, you earn 10% or $15 in free product on top of everything you've already gotten, on top of Celebration Rewards. And if your order totals at least $300, you get this stamp set for free, which is called In Your Words. It will prompt you to add it to your order, but definitely if you have a $300 order and you want to make sure you get this, just speak to me or have me place it. If you don't want to deal with placing your own order, you know what's cool is you don't have to. When you're my customer, you just call me, 208-830-6328, and I place the order for you. So it's just as simple as that. Anyway, this is the cool stamp set you get for free. I can't even show you all of the sentiments. When you place a minimum $300 order. Now this is just during Celebration. Sorry, we're catching some glam, or we're catching some reflection there, aren't we? Anyway, I love it. Be who you were born to be. Hope this card makes you smile. Oh, here's one I need sometimes. Your birthday came, your birthday went. Here's the card I should have sent. Better late than never. Whenever in doubt, always send the card, okay? Even if it's late. Anyway, just please make sure that you take a look at this. Don't forget it is for a limited time, okay? And while I have you here, I said, you know, there were things that were limited. These are the other two products that are while supplies last. You've got the sheep. Oh, this is difficult. Sheep, counting sheep stamp set. And over here you've got the coordinating dies. These are the stamps and dies, I believe, that are available while supplies last. One of those, probably the sheep dies. And then finally these dies. These are called Summer Shadows dies, and they coordinate with, 1 minute, the Shaded Summer stamp set, which is in the annual catalog. So that's really the theme in this flyer, is these products coordinate. It's kind of the theme of Stampin' Up, isn't it? But yeah, products in the Celebration coordinate with other products. Like for example, tonight, we are going to use some paper that I earned in Celebration. It is called Penguin Playmates. It coordinates with this really cool stamp set that's in the mini catalog called Penguin Place. We get to play with this tonight. We're going to make, I think, 3 creations. We'll see if we have time. If you start dropping like flies, then we're only going to make 2 creations. As long as you're around, we'll make them, because I actually had time to prep them. Isn't that fun? So there's some adorable sentiments. These are kind of just meant for anything going on in winter. It doesn't have to be just Christmas, but there's plenty of Christmas ones. There are also some sentiments that I think are a little bit, might be appreciated by people who are a little bit younger. Like I could definitely see sending this, sending cards made with this to my niece and nephew who are, you know, about 20 and 21 years old. I don't like to look like a total old out of it aunt. You know, I'm not going to send them some big, I'm not going to send them the delicate dahlias. Okay, they're going to be like, what is wrong with her? She doesn't know anything about me. So I'll at least try and get a laugh out of them. So we're going to talk about those sentiments in a minute, but let me show you some of the cool designs on the paper. I realize I'm just going to show, you know, some quick snapshots. These have beautiful, happy prints of the penguin and his playmates, right? The fox, the snowman, the polar bear, the very happy polar bear. I don't think you're supposed to assume that polar bears are actually this happy if you meet one in the wild, okay? But there's one for you. And then on the back of these, of course, there's all these great prints. We all know that these papers are always kind of two-sided. One is heavily themed, right? And then the other one is just all these, look at this, it's kind of like a hand-drawn stripe. I love that one. Then we have some Misty Moonlight and white. Another one of that. I've been cutting into a lot of this. just jade. Of course, you will see some of it tonight. This is a really nice print. This is a very nice print of some trees, right? Isn't that pretty? And then finally, this is probably my favorite paper because it's fresh freesia. Just some beautiful little sparkles, snowflakes and stuff. So anyway, again, this is just a great pack of paper to get. Earn it for free, right? So if you buy Penguin Place and the Punch and, you know, another stamp set or some cardstock, pretty soon you're at $50. It's very quick and easy that way, and very painless. And then you get to choose this free paper, and you can make a ton of cards with just that one purchase. So we're gonna play with that tonight. Let's see here. Well, I have you, right? This is why I don't turn the camera up all the time. It's not because I am nervous about being on camera. It's because then I have to fiddle with it when I put it down, and I like to be just as streamlined as possible for you. So that's the only down part, or the only, you know, the only negative. But other than that, we'll just go with it. So these are beautiful embellishments I want to highlight. We might use some of them tonight, but I'm showing them to you right now because I'm going to give them to Ann Burns as a thank you for posting so many pictures on the Charmed Card Kit site. She is always one to post all of the pictures of the cards she creates. So I really appreciate that. I know everyone else in the group appreciates it because they comment on it. And so of course I want to reward that kind of behavior, and I hope it continues. So that is, again, that's my monthly online card class, the Charmed Card Kit. Go to thestampingzoo.com if you want to know more about it. I do it every month. And anyway, so I'm just going to give these to Ann as a little thank you. So Ann, I think I'm going to be seeing you at a class this weekend. So when I see you, those are for you. Please don't let me forget, okay? Let's see here. This is also my current, there we go, my current calendar of events. Now, I don't expect you to read all of that. Again, just go to thestampingzoo.com. You can actually sign up for a couple of them right now, but I do want to point out a couple of things. One thing is, in September, I am going to add an additional class, and it is going to make, or it's going to be a class where you make 2 calendars for 2022. So you can keep one and give the other as a gift. It's probably, I tried to time it so that you are completed in about 4 hours. Of course, it just depends on your skill and how much extra detail you want to add. But I really am happy with how the samples turned out. I will start showing a few pictures of them, but of course, most of that is just saved for the class, so everybody has fun with it. But here's the deal. You can come to my house a couple of dates I have available to come to the class to make it, or you can order the kit and I send you all the supplies, and you will see that for almost all of my classes I am offering a to-go option, right? For a couple of reasons. I'm planning the classes anyway. They're super fun, and we can jump online and still have fun with them. And secondly, who knows what's going to happen, right? Who knows what happens with the big C word? And this time I'm not talking about cancer. So I just want to keep it open. I think it's really important to embrace our card making right now for a couple of reasons, you know, without getting too like deep or philosophical. People appreciate our gift right now. So when we make the cards, we need to be sending the cards. And I think people are really appreciating that now more than ever. And also, I think it's good for you, okay? You, wherever the camera is. It is good for you to have a hobby. It is good. I'll just speak for myself. It's good for me to have as a coping mechanism, as a source of happiness, as things I can do with friends or do alone, things I can do with friends online or do with friends I'm in person. So it's going to be more important this fall, not less important. And let's hope everything's fine and we can meet together. But if not, or if something gets into your schedule and you can't make my live classes, please just think about doing a class to go. I promise I will work very hard for you to make it enjoyable, and You know, I can speak with you individually if you have any questions. So please don't be worried that you're not going to like it, because I will do everything I can to make sure you have a really successful and fun experience with it. Okay. Finally, one more catalog we have, the trusty annual catalog. This runs May to April, the end of April. I usually give these out free after someone has purchased a class with me. So either if you attend a class here, you can have it, or of course, if you are just ordering online from me and you order a class online or a certain amount of product, if you order with me a couple of times, I'm happy to send that out. Okay. So I want you to have all the tools, and I want you to have all the catalogs so you can see all of the fun things that Stampin' Up! Designers make for us. Okay, with that, I'm gonna turn you down now. You're gonna see me upside down, and then you're probably gonna see at my nose. I don't know. I'll try and keep it, you know, as classy as possible. But anyway, I need to get real close to you, so don't get nervous. This isn't gonna hurt a bit. This way and that way, and then let me put you down and we'll just check it out. This does take a little bit of time because of the way the camera is situated now. You just have to see it to understand what I'm talking about. So for any of you that use the Archon phone mount, you know what I'm doing right now. It's a little bit of a juggling. If that is making you dizzy, just look away. Go grab your drink right now. And then we'll be back, right? And we're almost there. Got to get this tightened up and see about where we are. Oh, that's not pleasant, is it? No. I didn't realize this thing was squeaky. All right. It's a little odd. Let me see where we're ending up. Give me one moment. We're probably a little close, aren't we? Oh gosh, I can tell your comments now. Hello, ladies. See, I had to get rid of them because I was being very bad. I couldn't. I just wanted to sit and chat. Okay. This. It's like I have to start from zero, I swear. I shouldn't have to, but I do. People are like, ugh, we want to make the cards. I promise you they're worth it, though. They're so cute. It's just happy paper, and so you can't help but be happy when you're working with it. And this penguin can have so much attitude. In fact, I saw something online that some other, you know, demonstrator, way creative demonstrator, thought to do, and we're gonna try it tonight. I just was thinking about that. Okay, something fun you can do with the punch. Let me try and line you up here. I know it's weird when the grid paper's crooked. Maybe. How's that? I know, Roz, my mount is squeaky. I didn't realize it was because I don't usually move it that much. So that's life. Oh goodness, we're talking about all sorts of interesting things. Space Coast. Okay. Well, hello everybody. I'm glad that you're all chit-chatting. And so like I said, Penguin Place is what we're working with. It comes with a punch, and we love a punch, don't we? Punch is just kind of easy. It's not that the die cutting is not easy or fun, but a punch is fun too. So it's a little hard to always see that reflective piece. So this is what it is. You can punch out the actual exterior part of the penguin, okay? Or the white part that's showing white on this, the interior part. We will do all that tonight. Plus you can cut out the super cute feet. Love it. So I have not even worked with this yet. I've just cut all the papers. I hope I remember how to stamp, or this is going to be really weird. I think I can figure it out. Okay, now we will do a little bit of die cutting, but I also did some in advance so that you don't have to wait for all that. You know, sometimes you don't want to wait for that. I hope if this gets too close, let me know. Looks good, but it's a little close. I knew, Kathy, I knew you were going to tell me that. because Kathy is good at this. All right, if I stand and move just this one part, I think will be better. Might squeak. I don't know. That part, I can't tell for sure. But, whoops. Now you're really falling down, huh? Oh gosh. How about here? Yes. I think that's gonna look good now. Not too bad. Not too painful, I guess. Is that a little bit better? I hope that made a difference. It's higher, it's more like up in my face, so I know it's higher. There. Okay, we're gonna go with this. If we get too close, then you'll let me know. Wee, roller coaster. No kidding, right? Hello, KZ. She needs to pay attention, she says. She was probably visiting, and that's totally okay. You know, I like to visit. Don't get me wrong. All right, let's see. What do I need to set up? I just need my chamois. Now, I have already taken these, and I have prepared them the way I like to prepare them. And if you don't know what that is, I have a little routine I do with all the stamps and the die cuts. And I did a video about it a couple of weeks ago, and I put it on my YouTube page. So feel free to go over there and check it out. I think it's, I try and start those types of videos by calling them Ready, Set, Stamp. So when you see a video over there that says Ready, Set, Stamp, that is something about like the organization or how to prepare things, or Stamping 101, I guess. Oh my gosh, Mary Ellen is at home. Well, Mary Ellen, I'm happy and sad for you. I'm sure you had such a great time with your daughter in California, and I hope it was beautiful for you guys and all of that. But, you know, I'm sure it's nice to be home as well. You can tell I'm still messing with this, yeah. Okay. There, maybe. I knew I was gonna hit it. Oh, brother. Okay, we're just leaving it. I think it's probably in the very same place. Okay, so this one, is this one I wanna start with? Let me make sure. I have all these papers cut. It's so fun. Yes, this is it. Okay, so I just took my cues from the Designer Series paper, okay? And so this is Soft Seafoam, one of my favorite colors. It's so pretty, isn't it? And then I wanted to bring in some of that cute Penguin and Friends paper and drive that home. That's going to be there. Then I decided to take that stripe and kind of cross cut it. And this is just a little 1-inch strip. That's going to go somewhere in there. Okay. And then finally, we're going to do a little die cutting. And we are going to die cut. This is the Stitched So Sweetly set of dies. Oh my gosh, Roz, don't say that. It makes me laugh so bad about this punch. I'm not going to do it for you. But anyway, we're going to do a little die cut here with DSP, and then finally with the smaller piece in basic white, and just have fun. Stamp it and have fun. So in fact, let's just start with the stamping. I do want to bring in my paper piercing mat. This is on back order right now, but it's okay. I think you can still order it. Just order 2 because, you know, they get kind of rough housed and dirty. I do put mine under paper usually, but as you can see, it doesn't always make it there, and that's all right. Now I'm going to try and freehand stamp this, but it's a lot of area of black, and I'm not going to use StazOn because, well, technically you're not supposed to use StazOn on photopolymer stamps, or, you know, have I? Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's good for them. So I'm not recommending it, but I've done it before. But the other thing is, I don't like cleaning StazOn. You know this about me. So we're going to try and see what kind of an impression we get with Memento, with our regular Memento. And if we don't like it, then I will put it up on the Stamparatus so that we can stamp it multiple times. So that's another great use for the Stamparatus, right? When you have something that has a lot of area that's going to be inked, especially this one, and you may want to redo it a couple of times. So just slap it on Stamparatus. But of course, I want to try it freehand and see how it goes. Just get a feel for this. So, no, that's not going to work. Okay. I can kind of see it in here. Jean says, woo woo, would love to see that. I have naughty friends. Oh, I bet all of you are a little bit naughty, quite frankly, and I'm not judging because I am too. Oh, well, that's perfect. That's so cute. Oh, man. Thrilled. Now I'm going to just grab pumpkin pie. You could use, though, I bet you could use Mango Melody for the beak, other things like that. So, yeah, they do become sharper raws with a few images. You've never heard that about StazOn, that you aren't really supposed to use it with your photopolymer stamps? I think, well, it ends up being that way because you're really not supposed to clean your photopolymer stamps with the StazOn cleaner. So I guess you can just leave them all black, but I'm averse to that. They still stamp fine, but I'm just averse to that. So there you go. That said, I have cleaned a few of them with that StazOn cleaner before, and they've been fine. But that's my risk, because if they're not fine, I know I can buy another one. Okay, there's a lot of little pieces in this stamp set I can see right now. When I use this with my stampers in class, I'm gonna have to make sure they use their best behavior and don't get crazy and lose all these parts. This is the beak. I'm gonna ink it because you can't even really see it. You could put it on your hand if you wanted to, for that matter, but, and again, I gotta get right up in here, don't I? So I'm just bringing it down to, you know, about down here. I guess that's where the beak goes. I could definitely look in the catalog if I didn't get it, but, oh, it's so cute. It could be darker. Let me try it again. And if not, it's easy to restamp this little guy. Let me see. Oh, good. There we go. You can do that with photopolymer stamps. A really steady hand, right? Oh, look at the image. Okay. I'll just do it for you right now. And then I'm not doing it again. Like, just forget you ever saw it. Thank you, Roz. All right, here's the lady. Okay, do you see that looks like a lady? Yes. And, oh goodness, I can't believe I'm entertaining this. I cannot believe I'm doing this, but I'm feeling kind of naughty today. So I guess I just will. I don't want you to send this to me on a card, okay? So just, no thank you. No thank you. This is not an alternate idea. I'm telling you right now. This is just a little funny. There you go. That's your alternate punch. You can figure that out. You can figure that out. If you can't figure it out, then you just need to take a screenshot and figure it out. I wish I was that trim, though, quite frankly. I know, right? I wish I, like, went all in like that and stuff. It's not really very indicative of my bod. But, you know, we love the body we have. It gets us around. Okay, she's gone now. Forget you saw her. What's the first thing I thought of when I got that punch out? That. All right, let's bring back our sweet penguin. Notice I didn't let her look at that. No, she doesn't want to see stuff like that. Okay, now at this point, we could punch this out. But we're not going to, remember, because we are going to cut it out with this little piece. Yes, we're going to cut it out. So it's not going to have a ton of space on either side of it, which I kind of like. The other thing I want to do is I want to bring in these adorable, adorable antlers. Donna, you know, my bud Donna, everybody's friend Donna Gray, was, oh my God, it's going to be a fed night, Kathy. You know it, girl. Anyway, she cut these out. She fussy cut these antlers, and I'm just telling you, I'm not doing it, so don't even ask. This will be just fine, and you'll just have to learn to love it. But I also, at the same time, I want you to know I'm bragging a little bit. My brother's girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, or I wouldn't have done this, she asked me to cut out, or she asked for something that has those squirrels on them, and the squirrels don't have dies. So I cut out 10 squirrels last night. My cutting hand is like in a permanent trigger position. But I did cut the squirrels out. They're super cute. And, oh man. But I happened to be watching Donna when she was doing that, and so I told her. And we had a laugh about our little cutting. But yeah, she fussy cut the antlers. I am not fussy cutting the antlers. They're just great for simple stamping. Yes. Yay. Here we go. There's Brene. Thanks, Brene. Yeah. Oh, Kathy Strang, by the way, I'm glad you're on here. And I think I saw that you're feeling better, and I hope that it stayed that way. Right? I've got someone running around behind me. Oh, this is pressure. Thank goodness this is a photopolymer stamp. Oh my God, look at it. Is it the cutest thing you ever saw? It is, trust me. I might want to fussy cut this one thing since I'm doing this, and it's just so fun. Oh my gosh. See how much fun this stamp set is? Look at all these pieces and parts. I mean, there's all these little things. You can fussy cut any of these things. You can do it. This is like a handbag. I just got a new handbag today, by the way. A little more expensive than my than my Penguin Place stamp set, but very nice. You're feeling much better. I'm so glad. I really am. Okay, I'm gonna grab the fresh freesia again because we just need to. This is so cute. This was actually my card insert. Look what I did to it. Ugh, I desecrated it. I can't believe it. I was so, well, I said I wasn't going to show it, but really I thought I was going to, you guys, because it's just so funny. But I can't believe, like, that was immediately what you all thought of. Too funny. Okay, this is its little scarf, her scarf. This one's a girl. Of course, yours can be a boy. That's fine. We are going to stamp it. Oh, these stamps are just like a dream, I swear. Hello, Jen. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. And let's see here. I am going to, oh my gosh, my fingers are already like, no, don't do that to us. Jen came at such a good time because Jen, I was just telling them that I fussy cut 10 nuts about squirrels. And I was so thinking of you last night, but I wasn't thinking about you. I was being selfish, and I was like, oh my gosh, if Jen Houston were here right now, I would make her cut out these squirrels because she's so good at fussy cutting. Where is she when I need her? It's basically how the conversation went. It was about 11:30 at night by the time I finished like the 7th squirrel. And so anyway, that's how it went. Now I can kind of see this. I'm going to cut a little bit closer. There's not a black line on it. I just want to cut like right into the, very close to the scarf, right? And it's just so sweet. They had me at the antlers, but then there's a lot of other little pieces that are just as adorable. Jean, I don't know. I was about ready to enlist them. I was about ready to tell them to get in here and start trying to fussy cut. But they were sleeping, and then they would come in here, and they come in here not to say, like, I don't think they're coming in here to support me. They're coming in here to say, like, Mom, We need to go to bed. And they don't go into the bed unless I'm in there. That's their rule, not mine. They sometimes go in there in the middle of the day to mess it up. You know, I hear them like digging to China in there, but they usually only sleep in there if I'm in there. So, oh, this is cute. This is so much better than cutting out those squirrels. My Lord. I was like, what am I doing? I almost bought a $400 scan and cut. No, I didn't really. I don't need that because I love die cutting so much. But the squirrels, please, y'all. Look. Oh my God. Is this so cute? It's like the perfect size. Oh, look, it's so cute. I love it. She's adorable. We're also going to bring, let's bring that pumpkin pie back. And let's make some feeties. And this one's going to sit down because, remember, I don't want to cut her feet off. And I put this really close. So, the feet are super cool in that you can, like, turn them, you can face them down. And then your penguin can be standing. Or you can put them on the very bottom of the body, this way. And they can be sitting. Okay, so that looks like it needs to be inked a little bit, so I wanted to try and get a good impression here. Again, super easy stamp set to work with. I am in love. Guess who's getting penguin cards this year? Everyone! Oh, Kathy Sheely, resistance is futile. I'm telling you, I was trying to resist it too. That didn't work out. Oh, gosh, that was Mango Melody. Oh, well. So there, we see the difference. This one's Pumpkin Pie, and this one's Mango Melody. Not a lot of difference, right? This is a little bit brighter. So, you know, whatever your choice. You tried, but the paper was in Celebration. Oh, yeah, right. So, of course, if you're going to get the paper, then you start looking at the paper and you go, okay, this paper's so cute. I can't avoid it. It gets into your thoughts, you know. And also, I believe it's this paper. Is it this paper? It's at least this paper that you can cut out. Sorry, I'm going to cut the fox. Sorry, Foxy. There's plenty more. I have a couple packs of that paper, so I am okay. Let's see. Is this the one? Oh, that's why I was trying to do that, right? I love the foxes, though, really, and I see a lot of people cut the foxes out. So don't you be worried. You can do it. Just don't ask me to do it. I am strictly punches and die cuts. Okay, so you can just do this too, and then it's totally easy, right? Oh, that one even has some little cheeks. That's cute. I like that. And it has like apostrophes for eyes. So slightly different, right? Just a slight difference. And since I saw those little cheeks, I'm bringing in light petal pink. And it looked like they were kind of right here. Not going to do circles, though. I'm going to do little squiggles because I don't want circles right under the circle eyes. See? Oh, cute. Did I see the card? Oh, and someone was just saying a mermaid. I didn't see the mermaid. I saw something else. I saw the naked lady. So you're going to have to tell me all about the mermaid because I haven't seen that yet. But I'm definitely game for doing that too. So cute. Okay, I almost punched my penguin out, but no, we're just going to die cut. All right, let me swivel over to the die cutting machine, okay? So I'm not going anywhere. And I'm taking these two. I'm cutting this one out with the slightly larger one, and then I'm cutting our penguin out with the smallest one, okay? And it's going to be so cute. You're going to want it. not my fault. I can't help it if you fall in love with it. Well, maybe it's kind of my fault. That's okay. It's just, like I said, it's just a really happy set of paper and stamp set and punch. We love it. Oh, that is sweet. Okay, penguin first. Hold on, little lady. This won't hurt a bit. Oh my goodness. Come on now. All right, there she is. She's adorable. And these, if you don't have these dies, of course, they are like a workhorse set of dies. We use them so much. They're just so handy for, I feel like they're the perfect size for sentiments and for images. So please don't overlook them. They're in the annual catalog for a reason, because we all use them, right? Okay. Now, done with that for right now. I can't remember if I use these in another stamp set. I might. Okay, bringing back our different little pieces of paper that I've cut. This one's pretty simple. As far as the paper piecing, it is just, oh goodness, she's gonna be laying around everywhere now. So it's 4 by 5 1/4, okay, and then 1 by 4. I cut this a little bit longer though. If you've been to my class, you know this. I cut, if I have strips going all the way top to bottom, I usually, if I can, cut them a little bit longer so that I can trim them off and they'll be the exact length of the paper underneath them. So regardless of, you know, lots of times if you cut something 4 inches, one of the pieces might be like 1/8 of an inch off or something, or 1/16. You can kind of see it. I always think it's like high water pants. You don't want to have high water pants. So, okay, this one just ended up being perfect. But if you leave it longer, then you can trim it off. And then if there's anything wonky, you don't see it. Okay, then these guys, I'm gonna put the penguin, I'm gonna adhere this one directly to our cute little piece that has the trees on it. You can't even really tell it's trees, but you can tell that it's a pattern. Okay. And finally, the little scarf. Oh man, that's adorable. That's adorable. How many times am I going to say that tonight? I'll try and cut down, but I can't be. I'm bringing in Wink of Stella. You guys, Wink of Stella is on low inventory. So if you don't have at least a couple, add this to your next order, please. I don't want to hear you crying about not having Wink of Stella during the holiday season. I'm not saying it's not going to come back, but why don't you just order it right now while Stampin' Up! Still has it. Better safe than sorry on that one. Okay, now that I have this largest piece ready, this is going to go in there. You know, it does kind of look like Pop-Tarts, doesn't it? Yeah. You're right, Renee. And then let's pop this piece up, and even that's adorable. Look at that. Sorry, I said adorable again. How irritating. Hey, Pam, thanks for sharing, and thanks for reminding me to ask all of you to please share. You know you help me out so much when you share this video, because you never know who might be watching of your friends that is a crafter, or who your friends' friends might be watching. And also, Facebook just in general likes it when you interact with me. So when you comment, when you hit the like button or the hearts, I see some hearts coming up right now. Thank you. It doesn't like the angry face. No, I don't like the angry face. But when you interact with me and when you share then Facebook says, oh my gosh, this must be someone really special. And so then they start like boosting you and stuff. So, or I don't know about boosting you, but you get seen more often. So thank you in advance. I appreciate that. Okay, look, there we go. I think this one's probably, it might be 4. No, it's 3 3/4 by 5. It's a little rough though. Let me see if I have another one. There's a reason why that was in the scrap bin, apparently. It got kind of manhandled. That's not like me. Not really. It's totally like me. Okay, this one has ink on the other side of it. That's like me. That's totally a me thing. Let's put our sentiment inside. We need our mat again. And let me see here. It's pretty Christmassy. I think we got a Christmas card on our hands, right? So we could also use, though, to the coolest friend ever. No, I think I want to save that one for a little bit later. Let's just use Season's Greetings. That's sweet, and it's going to cover a lot of territory. I might end up needing a New Year's card or something. You never know. Okay. Gosh, I don't even want to think that far in advance, but it might come up. Okay, since we've got so much black with the penguin. Ooh, that's sweet. Sweet little font. Nice. Hey, thanks, Norma Jean. It is so sweet, isn't it? Or were you talking about me? No, you were probably talking about the penguin. I know that. All right, and I am using Seal. Our featured adhesives today are Seal and Seal Plus and liquid glue, which is always good. Where's my ruler? You know what? I just was feeling it. But bam, look at that, Jennifer. I did it. Don't look too much. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so there's our beautiful little penguin girl. Isn't she sweet? And okay. We might need some sparklies on there, don't you think? Since there's so much, oh, these are Anne's. I have my own. I can use my own, sorry. I was getting ready to use Anne's stars. The nerve. Okay. So these are in a Halloween. They're with the Halloween products. But don't be like Jen Houston last year or the year before when she didn't look at the Halloween products and then she missed the ornate frames. Check out the Halloween things, even if you don't like Halloween-y stuff, because there's probably some really cute products in there that you want, even if they're not like to be used for Halloween per se. Okay, so we could have definitely used the black on this as well as these. These are technically Highland Heather, but they're so iridescent. Oh, see, Jen, that's why you missed the stars. Oh, thank goodness I'm here to help. I'm here to help. So these are those cute stars. They are in with, I think it's called Cute Halloween. Okay, so there we go with all the pretty shimmer. That's all we needed. And of course it kind of sets off our shimmer. Cheryl, great. Case away. I'm gonna make a couple more, so you might like them. You might like that one better. Uh-oh, 7:53, the vultures are starting to circle. I should bring a bag. You know what I'm gonna do is tomorrow, I'm talking about the dogs. Tomorrow they go to the groomers. They just don't know it. So I'm gonna have a few blissful hours of silence here in the afternoon. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring a bag of their treats in here and hide them so that when I'm doing videos on Thursday night, I can just give them their treats. Hello, sorry, didn't want you to hear that. And then, you know, then we can just carry on. Okay, how about a pocket card, right? It's kind of a fun fold. It's an easy fun fold, okay? The cards, by the way, I think they just get better and better. So that card was cute. This card's a little better. The third card, I think, is gonna really like knock your penguin loving socks off. So, in any case, let's start with this one. It's just a cute little pocket card. I have done some of the cutting and we'll kind of walk through it. This is, you need a quarter sheet, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 of Misty Moonlight. Yes, suddenly forgotten. This is again from our Penguin and Friends, right? 4 by 5 1/4. Then I'm going to want you to cut another piece of Misty Moonlight. This is, speaking of my ruler, you thought it just wasn't around. This is 3 1/2 by 9, okay? Scored at 4 1/2, so your little card's gonna be 3 1/2 by 9. All right, you need something that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 for the front. And then finally, to make the pocket, you just need 2 of these. I'm going to tell you why I have 2 sheets out in a minute, but you need one that is, let me double check this one. Okay, this one's 3 1/2 square, and this one's 3 1/4 square. Okay, that means 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 and 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Now we're not going to use a square, we're going to use a triangle, but you have to start out with this. Okay, I need to use my ombre paper too, Kathy, and it just like came to me. All right, so first of all, let's get the pieces down, adhered down, that we know we are going to just put directly onto their bases. So this one is very cool. It's almost like multicolored snow, but it's kind of like a rough diagonal pattern. Very cool. And look, my nails happen to go with this. I'm loving these nails. They're so pretty and they make me very happy. Let's see. While I'm doing this, I want to try and think ahead. I need a little bit of ribbon here, but I may just have to go with the flow. I think I want some blue ribbon, but do I have blue ribbon? I don't know about that. Huh, interesting. Maybe white. Okay, white will work. Okay, I think we're gonna use this ribbon, which is so pretty. It's from the Peaceful Place suite. It is white glittered organdy ribbon, but it's kind of soft, even though it's this organdy. So anyway, check it out. It's beautiful. You need it. Just in case you were wondering, you need it. Go ahead. Let's put this down flat too. I don't think we're going to do anything else. Yes, the love hearts. Of course you need it. Come on. I mean, it's kind of what you're here for, right? Is to get my recommendations. Well, I'm recommending. All right. And then this, again, this is a really cool paper. Just Jade, I believe. I know, Nicole, I love the ribbon also. It's quite pretty. So obviously you have good taste. Okay, so you can see how that's going to start shaping up. This is what the patterns are going to be playing against. And then for these triangles that are going to make the pocket, I want you to bring your paper piercing mat out. I think we did a little bit of this on Sunday with I guess it was my Sunday fun fold. I don't want to say it's going to be every Sunday, but I was having a lot of fun with that. So if you've missed me the last couple of Sundays, I've been live, and I think I might have to miss this coming Sunday because I'm going to visit a friend who is only here for a little bit, and I know her from junior high, but she lives in Ireland now. So when she's here, right, I got to kind of like visit her. However, I've been live the last couple of Sundays, and I have done a couple of fun folds. So if you haven't seen them, you can watch them on replay here or over on YouTube. Now, here's one thing I wanted to show you about patterns and maybe, yeah, Cheryl. I mean, I don't want you ever leaving and wondering, like, what is that lady doing? I sell all the products that I'm using, right? So the more you purchase from me, the happier we both are. That is rare in life. That is rare. The more you purchase, then the more I can bring and show you here on lives, and then we're all just a lot happier. Okay, so here are my triangles that I cut, right? Now, I chose not to use a pattern that's larger like this, because if I would have cut this in half, either way, you would have just seen like body parts. You wouldn't have gotten a whole picture. So think about that. Think about the scale of the patterns that come in all this paper, and they're different sizes, probably for this reason, because when you're making smaller pieces, you want to try and use something with a smaller pattern if you want the pattern to show off, right? Then at least we get the fox, the penguin, and a little bit of this rabbit, right? And if we were to make like an upper corner, which we probably will with this, we could make a little fun fold card with an upper pocket, kind of. Then you use this part and you still have a little bit of the scene. So, you know, or use something that has just pattern on it and no animals. That if you're going to use the animals and you start to get into these smaller and smaller pieces, size the images accordingly. Okay, so that's how this is going to start to shape up. It's very sweet. Okay, and I think we can go ahead and put the pocket down now. So here's what I want to do. I don't always use tear and tape anymore, quite frankly, because Seal Plus is so convenient. But tear and tape is just a little bit slimmer than our Seal Plus runner. And so for this particular thing, I think I want to use it now. We want to use it on the two side pieces, and I want to get it pretty close because I want my card to be able to slip into most of that area, right? And if I don't get that torn exactly right, it's okay, because you can just put the adhesive, you can fold it back on itself. I'll show you what that means. Let's say I bring it way out on this one and it's really far. That's exaggerated, but I will show you. Let's say we have a little extra. Hello, Julie. Oh, you loved Ireland. I hope to go there, but I better hurry up if I'm going to go see she and her family, because they might not always be there, you know? Got to take advantage of that kind of stuff. While I have this out, I mean, before I place it and it gets glued down permanently. Now I'm going to bring this in. Now remember, I made my triangles. 3.5 was the big one, and 3.25 was the little one. So it just naturally gives you a perfect mat. That's as hard as a triangle gets, in case you're wondering. We have stitched triangle dies, and that would be really fun too, but I didn't need to bring all the bells and whistles to this thing, right? There's a certain amount of time, and then you guys are gonna like beat it and want to go to bed, of all things. So now here's what I do is when I have the tear and tape, if I work it right, oh gosh, I'm so good at this, then it just kind of folds back on itself, because you don't want it like sticking outside, but don't get too worried about it going outside of the margins, because you can pull it back and just stick it on itself. Okay, then it's all good. Okay, so again, I'm using the tear and tape because it's just a little bit narrower than the roller on the Seal and the Seal Plus. Okay, so then I just want to put this, I want to put it right in the corner of the card. You could also put it, you could put it so that it matched up with the mat, I guess, but I think this looks better. Personal choice though. And then that's our pocket. Geez, it's nice and snug in there. That's our cute pocket. So I sized everything, and I just sized it myself. This wasn't like a sketch, and it wasn't rocket science, but I sized it so that you could see a little bit of this paper, right? A little bit of this paper, and so on. So just think about that when you're using all these different patterns. This paper in particular, you saw there's like a ton of different sizes of things. Okay, this is our ombre specialty paper. It's in the annual catalog. It comes 12 by 12. I'm going to pull it out because it's just too beautiful. I cut it into 6 by 6. But it gives you, it's a full, you know, if you have the 12 by 12 sheet and you don't cut it down, it's a full ombre, like from top to bottom. So if you wanted to use it that way too, you can. But you've got these 4 different colors. There's our beautiful Highland Heather Fresh Freesia. It's really my nails, right? And so anyway, this is nice paper. Really pretty. And we're gonna do something kind of funny with it. I know you know this about me. You probably know this about me. That I like to make animals and things like an unexpected color. So we're going to make a blue penguin right off the bat, because that's just weird and unexpected. But still, it's going to go perfectly. Almost looks like a little kid. It looks like that little kid off of South Park. Kenny? Oh man, the things you think of when you're doing this stuff. Now we're going to cut out a non-lady, okay, out of the other side with this rough piece of white I have. It's not a lady, it's a penguin body. Oh gosh. There's our penguin body. You don't think this is a penguin body, but it is. Okay, let me just convince you. Let's bring our stamps back in. We're just going to do a tiny bit of stamping. Sentiment and the body. Okay. I probably don't need to bring in the paper piercing mat for this part. It could be a snowman for sure. And maybe if you put the antlers on it, it could just be some funny little, you know, like something in the snow. We also have our white velvet paper. Also in the same suite I was talking about with the, oh gosh, it's all black and white and gray. Peaceful Place. I think that the white velvet specialty paper is in that set. Okay, where did those eyes go? Here we go. This is this block. Let's see. Let me try and use the smaller block. My A block already has something on it, and it's in the living room, so I can't do that. But when you have little ones like this, little stamps, you really have to watch the pressure. Okay. I'm going to try and put these eyes in. I'm going to use this for a guide, right? So we're stamping this part. So not totally at the top, but not too far down either. And a light touch, and that's all you need. Now I need to bring that beak back in. Casey, you haven't done a pocket card yet? Yeah, give it a try. It's not hard, right? It's just like every other card, really. The pieces and parts, you just like work with the pieces and parts, and pretty soon it's all put together. Oh my gosh, these little beaks are so freaking tiny. They just are. I don't even know how they make stamps that are that small and keep track of them. Like, how do they make it into the stamp sets? I don't know. Thank you for sharing it, Alice. I appreciate seeing that so much. And hello from Indiana. How's Indiana doing tonight? Oh, so cute. Now, I'm going to take the Seal Plus and put it on the back of this penguin body, because we are putting this onto that glimmer paper, which is really rough and very textured, so it needs something strong, doesn't it? Okay, let's see if this transforms from a snowman or from Kenny from South Park to a blue penguin. I think we can do it. I need this. Oh, I know what I need. I need some reverse tweezers. Reverse tweezers up in the house. So helpful. Now that's one thing that we don't sell. pretty much because almost everyone has them and you can buy them anywhere. But just in case you're wondering, that's one of the things I'm using tonight that I don't sell. Other than that, I got you covered. Let go now. Okay, that's so cute. He is adorable, isn't he? Now, of course, you could put the tie on him at this point. I think I'm just going to leave him because we're going to do a couple other things to our card. But that hat, look at the hat. Oh my gosh. It's like you could even put it at a jaunty angle. You could put him with the gift. There's a heart and a star and a bow tie down here. The scarf again, so you get the gist of it. It's very sweet. Oh my gosh, so cute. Feet. I think we might want feet. Can't decide if I want to punch them out. I think I do. I think let's punch them out. And I don't really want to add much paper, but oh, Kenny. I'm sorry, Brene. His name's Kenny, not, what did I call him? I don't know. Oh, I called him the other guy. I don't know. I know I do like the blue also. It's very sweet. Okay, let me find one little die I was thinking of to cut this guy out with on a little bit of white, probably. Right? I think so. This is one from the seasonal dies. It might be a little bit big, but it's an interesting shape. Ooh, that's kind of a neat one. It's just a little wider than I want though. So you can do all this fun stuff with your dies, right? The other thing I want to do is I want to cut a ribbon slot. And so these are the seasonal labels from the Painted Season Christmas. And I think it will work. I should probably try it out before I go any further with this little card. I cut 2 cards just in case this whole idea I have doesn't work. But I want to put like a pull tab on it with this organdy ribbon. And so what I want to do, again, I know you're a little close to me, but better than too far away, right? Okay, and maybe this is better than how I normally film. Do you like it closer or do you like it a little further back? Or does it just depend on what we are working on? Please let me know. I know if Kenny was a penguin, that's him right there. Okay, I'm just pulling off a strip of my fully sticky Post-it note. I want to put this, I don't really need to measure this. Jen is watching me and thinking like, she needs to measure this. I'm not going to measure this, but I want it to look neat and nice on the back of this card. Right? So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to stick it down. Now, should I have done this before I put the paper on the front? Oh, probably. Further back is Kathy's preference. Okay, thank you for telling me. And you never know. I know that like when I'm watching someone and they're coloring with blends, I like them to be really close. Otherwise, I probably like more back. Yeah, it depends on what I'm working on, huh, Norma Jean? Okay, that looks not bad. It's going to be filled with ribbon, remember. So again, these are slots. These are ribbon slots. They come in the seasonal labels. That's part of the Painted Season. So that's the one we used a couple of weeks ago with the pine cones. And they are really cool labels, or really cool dies. I'm sorry, it's a cool suite. Now, let's see if my whole ribbon idea works. I want to thread it through here. So you're going to see it on the inside, right? But I think it can look kind of neat and nice and interesting. Okay. And then what I'm thinking So that's how it's gonna look on the inside. Not bad. And then I want to just do like a long V right here. And then this will be like a little bit of glimmer. Now, how to attach it is the whole thing. Like, I could tie a knot in it, but then that's going to give us a bunch of volume. Let's see. Does anybody have any ideas? Do I just glue this thing? Oh, I might know. Why don't I cover it with a strip of paper? Just like a strip of patterned paper. I like that idea. And why don't I, if you have another idea, shout it out, but that's what I'm going for. Or, you know, type it out, whatever. I just kind of want it to lie flat, and so I don't want it to be too cumbersome. And I think we can accomplish this very easily. And it'll end up looking kind of interesting. Okay. And glue dots. Yeah, so see, glue dots would be good, but then I think it's gonna be too sticky, Brene. I'm liking this idea. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna leave this, like I know that I need this much. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna glue it down. This is just an experiment. If it turns out, I'm the heroine, right? If it doesn't turn out, I'm the schmo. I'm gonna turn this upside down because you might be able to see a little bit of them in there in the slits, the ribbon where the ribbon is, and I don't want them to be upside down. Now I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to just put it. And glue dots, yeah, I think glue dots would work in a pinch for sure. Thank you for sharing, Leslie, and happy Friday morning to you. And while you're here, frankly, happy Friday to all my Australian friends. I know some of you are having a tough slog of it again with lockdown, and I'm definitely thinking about you. And I just, first of all, I wish for that to go away. Okay, look, we accomplished it. So it's just a flat piece of ribbon sandwiched in there. I wouldn't do it with anything like the crocheted trim or anything. Do we like this? I think it looks kind of cute. So then your pocket, I mean, obviously, if you give this to people who've never had a pocket card, sometimes they don't know like what to do. So this is almost telling them like, hey, pull this. This is gonna have a card inside. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna add some more paper back behind this little guy to brighten it up and have it really pop. Nope, that's too much white. Let's see. I do like those trees. I don't want them sideways that way, but I do like these trees. That's kind of pretty. Yeah, I think a strip of this would be good, and it's a pretty good size. Now, what did I say this was again? 3 3/4, I believe. This was one where I had a rough idea, but yeah, you know what, Leslie, it could totally change for us as well. I don't know about lockdown, but the numbers are definitely changing. We'll just say that. So 3 1/4 by 1 inch. Now this, because I already put the paper down, I just need to go with it and cut it to 3 1/4, and then it'll just have to be hopefully close enough. Sometimes it ends up just right. Let's see here. I think a lot of places need to be in lockdown, but here we are. We're not in lockdown. Okay, let me grab this. Let's have a little bit of wiggle room. That's why I kind of said what I said at the beginning about card making, right? You just don't ever know how important this is to people. I've never heard anyone complain about getting a card. Let me put it that way. So I'm just wiping off some of the excess with that Post-it note I had sitting there. So I've never had anyone tell me, can you please stop sending me cards? No, never heard it, never will. Nope. Sweet. And we always have to like keep an eye on our design and this pocket. You might want to hide things underneath the pocket. If you do, I would make more of like a pocket that looks like this. But we're not going to hide this one. This one's actually just all going to be a little feature. And so definitely it can be up on dimensionals. I'm going to use a mini so I can get right down into that wing area. And then some regular ones. Wherever they ran off to, they're hiding with my tape runner. All the adhesives get together and they hide when I'm live with you. Isn't it rude? And yes, Kathleen, I couldn't agree more. I mean, what sanity I have was saved by my dogs and by making cards. So, Nicole, I gotta hand it to you. You're right. The penguin is so darn cute. Now, of course, you could stamp those antlers back behind cardstock and then pop this penguin up, you know? I didn't put the feet on it. I just felt like I like it like it is. Okay, and then finally, let's just give it a little sentiment. A lot of these sentiments are strips, which is great for this card. I was thinking we'll just put it in white up in here with Just Jade. I really like this one. I like you a lot, and I think it's kind of like they have to open the card to figure out the rest of it. So we'll say, I like you a lot. And the finish to that is, it's like a little, except a lot. So isn't that great? It's kind of one of the things that hooked me on the set. Yeah, gotta be honest. Okay, I need some strips of white. I have strips of white. What am I doing cutting white? That's silly. The other thing I can say about this stamp set, Penguin Place, and the punch is, I know you can't smell it, but I can smell it. And guess what it smells like? It smells like it's going to go on back order. Because you can't throw a rock around Stampin' Up! Social media pages and not see this penguin, okay? So that's my, I'm not saying it's that I know for sure at all. Like, I don't. Let me just say that. I don't know that for sure. I just know that I see it all over the place. So you figure it out. Now, I'm sure Stampin' Up! Also knew it was going to be super popular, but they don't always know how popular. Sometimes we lose our minds on stuff, right? And so that's kind of crooked. The stamp is really thin, and I think I pulled it a little bit out of shape. So we put it down, right, when they're little, thin stamps like that. Then we take the block to the stamp. I advise doing that with all your photopolymer stamps. So yeah, as you're watching this, please remember that if you want Penguin Place and you want to earn celebration rewards with it, if you can, you might want to think about getting it now. Because it might go in back order and then it might come right back, but it takes a little while. And that's still not great. I know that sometimes when I want to work on stuff, no, all the time, when I want to work on stuff, once I get it in my mind, then that's when I want to work on it. It's like right then. So just keep an eye out for it. If you are, like I said, if you're enjoying this and you think you like it, then you might want to put it towards the top of your list. Okay, let me try that again. I think I smudged it. Very gentle, hardly any. There. It really is a fine sentiment, isn't it? I mean detailed and very small words. So we're going to give it the old Lisa Harden bias cut because that's the way we like it. This is going to go down flat. I like you a lot, all. Now that we know what it looks like right on the front, we can do an insert. Oh, and actually we're going to cover that with our insert. We can, we don't have to. It'll look a little bumpy up there, but that's okay. All right, so what was this again? What was the measurement? 4.5. He probably does need feet, Amy, but I don't know. I feel like leaving the orange off of the card. 3.25 by 4.25. 3.25 by 4.25. I'm just gonna cut some basic white. We may run into problems with that top piece. I'll let you know. We can also, maybe we can fake it out just like we did the back. And then people will be so amazed. They'll be like, how did you put ribbon in there? You guys won't, because you know. 3.25. Okay. By 4.25. Oh my goodness, I spent a little time on this. Like I said, you guys can decide. I do have a third card. It's pretty quick, but I can always save it for later. And let's see how this looks. If it looks too bumpy, like I'm not gonna write up there, so it really, I think it's gonna lay just fine. Oh, perfect. Perfect, look at that. That is really fun. Just sandwiched in there. Again, I use those die cuts. So don't forget about those cool die cuts, right? And then finally, uh-oh, now the pressure's on again. I have to stamp on this. Lisa Lynn, what were you thinking? I was so excited to put it in there. Well, there's always a fix. If I mess it up, I can always cut something else, but we want that. It's like a little, except a lot. So again, lay this down flat, side up, and bring your block to it. And then let's do a couple. Yeah, that one's, maybe because it's a little bit longer, it seems to be like easier. Or maybe I'm just telling myself that. In either case, it worked just great. Oh my gosh. This is an adorable card. Now we can put some doodads on it if you would like. I like you a lot. It's like a little, except a lot. And it fits in a cute little pocket, which if you just flip this over, it will go in an envelope. But this is a cute little card I would like to give to somebody in person. And I would like to see them wonder, like, what does that even mean? Okay, let's see here. Oh gosh, I have some balmy blue embellishments from last year. Are those retired? Will you guys tell me that? I don't remember if they came back. They're probably too much for this anyway. Did these come back? They might be just retired. Oh, I know what I like. How about those clear and silver epoxy essentials? Those are really pretty. And they're like a lot of shimmer without sometimes any color if you don't want it. Let's get those. Okay. Silver and clear epoxy essentials. In fact, if you played Charmed, these are your embellishments. Yes, let's talk about Chopped for a minute. Did you guys like the supplies? I think you should have your supplies by now if you're playing, okay, first of all. So if you were expecting some and you didn't see some, then please let me know. But what did you think? It was the colors were chosen this time by your Chopped administrators. So by me and Jen and Donna and Helen, because we're going to change the play a little bit so that when you win a month and you choose, and it's your choice, it's your chance to choose, we will use your colors the month after you choose them. We really needed to do that because we only had sometimes like less than 24 hours turnaround time. And that's just not enough for people who have other businesses, other jobs, other stuff going on, as well as our inventory issues, or not, you know, just even at regular times. So that's what's new with Chopped, is that, so the winner in August, we will use their colors for October and so on. So it'll still be fun. And anyway, so we had like a past month where we had to choose the colors. So I hope you like that. And like I said, I'll probably play. I have an extra kit, so I'll probably play with it. Okay, so here's a clue about card number 3. And you can tell me, do you want to watch it now or do you want me to do it later? Black hammer paper. You can type in now or later. Hello, Tango. You're okay. Let's see here. Are the ladies going to say now or later? What do they want? We're going to let them decide. Okay. Oh, now, please. Now. Now. Well, all right. If you say later, then you can catch it on replay. I guess that's okay for everybody, isn't it? Okay. It's pretty fun, and I have the papers pre-cut. So I really, of course, like this one. And I told you that this penguin has attitude. So we are going to play up that attitude. Okay, still in the same color family, these beautiful kind of light, icy, wintry color combo. I'm going to just admire these tonight. You guys do that. I know we've talked about it before. Well, I do it, and I always say you guys do it too. When you make a card, then you just admire it. You just like sit back and admire it all night, or in the morning, it's what you see. Okay, I did this in a pinch in case we didn't have time, and so really, this is just a circle, a 2.5-inch circle of vellum that I ran through the Tasteful Textiles. Is that what it is? They're fine, Kathy. Trust me. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Anyway, so the Tasteful Textiles 3D embossing folder, and I ran vellum through it. And Leslie, you can always watch the replay, but you're talking about this scarf. The scarf is in the stamp set. And it is, I colored it, or I just stamped it in Fresh Freesia and then fussy cut it out. Not a big deal. And then I colored it with Wink of Stella. So that's it. Isn't that fun? Okay, but of course watch the replay. I highly recommend it. I'm sure it's better the second time around. Now, this is just kind of a fun little, again, this was a card that I saw, a sketch that I saw online. If you go into Pinterest sometime, not now, don't be silly, and you look up card sketches, I recommend you look up card sketches with measurements. Just save yourself. Then you just start seeing all these cool sketches. So up one, let's see, I like to do it this way, but in case you can't see me, I'm basically going to cut this on the diagonal. This is at 4 inches, I believe. Let me double check that. I can also double check it with the ruler that's sitting on, right? It's getting late. 4 by 4. Now I'm going to cut it so it has this side's 3 inches and this side's 4 inches. So I need to just measure up this thing an inch. And again, if you watched my fun fold on Sunday, not that I'm pressuring you, but you will know how to make a pencil mark by just using your paper trimmer. So now I'm going to put this point on here and this pencil mark on here. And that's how we're going to get our diagonal. Don't use the scoring blade, Lisa. That's not going to help. Just because I knew that's how much paper that I wanted on the front. And again, it's just that beautiful tree print. It's very pretty. And you'll lose some of that on the other side. But again, the paper's free. And there's no limit on how much you can order. So the DSP is 4. The card base is a white, thick, basic white card base. And it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now we're going to take this little one. This is 2 inches wide, and it probably doesn't even matter how thin it is, but give yourself at least like a couple of inches, okay? And then use the border punch, the old retired border punch. Okay, well, it needs to be a little bit longer than that, Lisa. You guys know what to do in this case, though, don't you? You make a handle. You can make a handle out of a couple of things, but of course, I always want to use these fully sticky Post-it notes. And I just take them and make a handle, okay? And then you can slip this into your, you have more control if you slip it into the punch like this. And so we're just creating a banner cut with this tailored tag punch. Oh, trying to. I think this tag punch might be on back order. Okay, that's a mess, but it's okay because I have 2 sides. Yes, what a nut. Well, I started and you know what? I like hesitated and that was not right. When you go into the punch, you need to commit, even if you're talking. So no talking. Okay, woo. And then nobody knows it's like a mess underneath. Do you guys know how many messes are hiding underneath the masterpiece cards I send you? You have no idea. Wow, that's beautiful. Looks like a really messed up bow tie, doesn't it? But it's just going to be down here. So I know it's going to be in this area. And I'm going to put it, I want this to be straight. So I'm not going to line it up with the diagonal. Now you could, that's fine too. But I want it to be kind of like a little piece of ribbon hanging down here. Maybe less. Maybe a little shorter. Okay, and then before I put it down for good, yeah, I like that. Okay, so then I will go ahead and adhere the whole thing. Yeah, Wink of Stella. Of course, Wink of Stella. Kathy Strang, I love how you're like worried about Tango and Cash. They're just fine. But that's so cute because you know they're like, well, they just stayed at 5. This is snack. This is not like they need to eat. This is like their snack. And I shouldn't even be saying that too loudly. What am I thinking? I got in a hurry. Oh, I must be liking this combination. Now here's where I cut the paper all wonky, but I already glued the paper down. And for that trick to work that I told you about, I have to stop gluing the paper down first. So this strip is 1 inch by 4 inch. And I guess I thought it was fun to continue the pattern here and here. Oh, brother, that's not right. What happened? Lisa, what are you doing, girl? Is it 4? Oh, no, it's not. It's 4 1/4. Tingle. Brother. Well, I have lots of strips for a little strip card, don't I? I have all sorts of strips. Okay. 1 inch by 4 1/4. Had a lot of numbers running through my head tonight. Today, but they weren't about fractions, so you would think I could get it straight, but that's okay. I know you're so forgiving. You're so gracious with me. I appreciate it. You know, like if I came to you in the middle of the day, oh, I bet I'd never make a mistake. I can't even say that with a straight face. But here we are. And a bada boom, bada boom. Now notice I'm using most of the greens for this. There's a reason for that. I hope that's straight. When you are trying to straighten this, either use your grid paper or look at the top of the card. Don't start looking down here. It's very confusing. Okay, so then here's that textured circle, right, that we are going to use to pop up our penguin. And I promised you this penguin is going to have some attitude. So thank goodness Stampin' Up! Was very kind to us, and they brought back the black glimmer paper. It is in your holiday mini, okay, and I chopped it up, and I've already been punching away. And so we need our punch, not this one. Get rid of that one. You know, by the end of the night, it looks crazy in here. I'm just saying. So we need a black. Oh, look at that. Now, Bernae, this is classy Kenny, isn't it? And so, and it's going to be up on this. I don't know which size. It's going to be up on this, so you'll still be able to see all the cool paper. Nice. Okay, now we need to do something else. We need the white body again, right? I'll use this one because this one looks kind of messed up on the back. I need my tiny eyes and the beak. I've got the beak, but you really have to punch this up first to know what the heck you're doing. Bernae, I will put snacks out for you in the open. You do not have to like hunt for them. Be like, yes, make a card, Bernae, and then you can find your little snackies. That's funny. Very cute idea, though. And let's see if that goes over there. Out of my way. Okay. I've got the little penguin body. Now I need to get the eyes out, right? Remember these little guys? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to put them on the other side of this. And I think I can use the memento. Use the white velvet paper for the body. Now that would be very cool. Can you stamp on it? I wonder if you can. That's a good idea though. I do not have the white velvet paper. I do not actually have that yet, believe it or not. But if you can stamp on it, that's fun. And it would be something that I would probably want to, you know, it's like a scratch and sniff, only without the sniff part. It's very tactile. You hate the feel of velvet? Interesting. Interesting, Leslie. But you like petting your dog. Yes? I know your dog doesn't feel like velvet, but you like texture, just not the texture of velvet. Like that's one of the funnest or one of the best things I think about my having lap dogs is that they sit on my lap and I pet them all the time. Okay, this is cute, but I have to make another one because I had another idea. So that's how it would be. And then of course you could put feet on it, right? But then this one is gonna have something a little different. Let me grab one little extra supply. We need some packing tape. And we need some black cardstock. Okay, let me grab just a little strip. Now, we might be able to do this with the glimmer paper too, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that part. So just a minute, I have an idea. Believe it or not, I will always have an idea for you. Whoops. If I don't watch out, that's gonna get, I need just a little strip of this. I'm just gonna try and cut it with the scissors. Lord help us all. And same thing with this. I need a little strip of it. It doesn't need to show up as a straight line, but okay, do you see what I'm doing here? See where the top of this is? The naked body, or this could actually be a person from the top or a person from the bottom. But anyway, I'm gonna let that go. We really are looking at it just as a penguin body. Now I just want to cut out the little, where the eyes are on the penguin. Just cut that out. And yes. Okay. Do you see what we've just made? What does that look like? What does that look like? If you've already seen it on, I saw it, I think, on the demonstrator planning place. Somebody made this. What does that look like? It's sunglasses. So look. I love it. Okay, but we're gonna do a slight change on this one. Again, I forgot this was in here. There's a tiny circle. It's a Rudolph nose. Rudolph nose, I could basically put this on my finger and stamp it. I wonder if I can. Let me try it. I mean, worst case scenario. You've hung in with me this long, right? Exactly, Kathleen. So don't ever forget, there's so many different uses for the punches, and whoever thought of that was like a genius. I'm not even saying like, oh, I was gonna think of that. I may have, but probably not. No, I thought that was gonna stick to my hand, in which case I would have used it. Now, let me try this. This is in Real Red. That's why I'm using all the green, because I wanted to have this little penguin be like a really cool Rudolph. But I also need to know about how far to put this down. Right? Okay. This nose is not just a plain circle. It has like shadowing marks on it too. Ooh, I hope that works because it's adorable. Let me just hold this up for you loosely so you can just like envision it. So first of all, the black glimmer paper is definitely a hit. You want to do that ASAP. And it also makes absolutely gorgeous Christmas cards, not just the penguins, like everything. Very classic, or what I want to say, very sophisticated. But this is not sophisticated, but this is a sophisticated penguin right here. Look at him. Now, of course, when I get him glued, he's gonna be perfect. But he's so cool. He's got a lot of attitude. He's got a lot of attitude, doesn't he? Yes, he's so cute. Okay, so again, I'm gonna bring in the Seal Plus. Gotta have the Seal Plus for this glimmer paper or tear and tape. That's what you're gonna use, or you're not gonna be very happy. Yep. In love. I hope you guys were having as much fun with this as I am. Now, this is not going to take very much glue. And you know what? It's flat on the back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Brene. So I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue, just a little bit. And since I'm putting it onto basic white cardstock, I think this will work just fine. Ooh, I have to do this right-handed. Pressure. I am all thumbs right-handed, I tell you. Okay. Oh my God. Have you ever seen a penguin with that much like swag? That is awesome swag right there, I tell you. Oh gosh. It's so cute. Yeah, you could use the, you could definitely use the bedazzling paper too. It might be kind of hard. I think you can punch it though. So yeah, do that. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Okay, we're gonna have fun. We are gonna put this up onto the vellum, and then let's pop the vellum up. The vellum's kind of, it kind of curled a little bit, probably because because I put it through the embossing folder. But first of all, that's okay. And second of all, let's just put a bunch of you know what I want to use actually is some adhesive sheet. Yeah, let me use a chunk of adhesive sheet, and I think it will be even more stable. So about this much. That looks like our penguin, and of course we can always cut it if I didn't get it just right. So I'm trying to back this penguin. Of course, you don't want to have your vellum peeking out from behind. Oops, so it just has to be like kind of the same. There we go. So this, and hello, Lori. Very nice to see you, Lori from Ohio. And it is stinking cute, isn't it? Like we've pretty much cuted it out the whole night. It's so cute. You can't help it. Oh, now I had this great idea that I was going to stamp on the bottom of this card, but I got all excited, didn't I? And I need to still punch out his feet. I am going to go ahead and do that with just a little scrap of let's see here, just a little scrap of pumpkin pie. But in the meantime, we can take this present and we can use that to stamp on the bottom, just random. Why don't I just use Real Red and just Jade and Pear Pizzazz or something like that. Because then it's definitely, we know the colors are right. So glad y'all picked now. That's so awesome. Oh, well that right there that you posted that's a great end to my night. That's for sure. I know, he's just so fun. He's just like, check it out, ladies. That's right. I'm a penguin. I could be yours and I'll sit on your egg. Isn't this the males? I think it is. It's really, it's quite amazing if you think about it. They work hard. Okay. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Hello, Barb. I'm glad to see you, even if it is really late in Tucson. And yes, by all means, this is our third penguin card tonight, and they're just fun. I mean, what can you say? It's penguins, right? So you gotta love it. And then let me bring this in, and we will do one there. Let me start with 3 of each color, and if we need more, we'll add more, because that's how easy it is with stamps, inks, and paper, right? Thanks for the matching emoji, Lori. Leslie, that's perfect. Perfect. Okay, let me make sure I get this. I should have started last with red, but you know, sometimes it feels like the red needs a couple extra stamps to get it off. Nope, looks good. Okay, let's do like one here, one here, and one up here. So as I said, I have some ladies coming tomorrow for a private stamping party for a birthday. That's going to be super fun. And then I'm going to see my friend on Sunday at her parents' house. But again, she lives in Ireland, so we're going to hang out. And I kind of invited myself over to use their swimming pool. So I need to take some tasty snacks. I'm thinking about like a plate of brie and then all sorts of fruit. What do you think? It just needs to be something that can be cold or room temperature, but it's not going to be outside. I mean, you know, I'm not going to like leave it outside. So, and I think that that's something that kind of generally people will kind of want to snack on. Ooh, this is nice. I need one there. Oh, I will have a fabulous weekend. I'm so lucky to get to stamp with ladies on Saturday. A few are regulars. A few I don't know yet, but hopefully they'll be regulars after that, right? And this was a little awkward for my random. But yeah, it's going to be really fun. And when I get off from here with you guys, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one of my favorite things to do during the week, which is, well, side note, I'm going to go watch Real Housewives, which is also one of my favorite things. But I am going to read all of your comments. I'm going to answer any and all questions. Okay, so, you know, if I've missed something, I will go through these comments, and I usually just respond to your comment. But of course, if you have something that you want to make sure that I see, please send me a private message. And again, please don't forget about all the classes I have coming up. I will be showing pictures of them as they are kind of unveiled. But the calendars in particular, I am so happy with them. And I think the price point is great, and the time needed to make them is great, so that you'll have 2 great gifts. Or you have 1 great gift and 1 gift for you, which is always the best, right? Okay, let's do our sentiment. And there was that one that said, the one I've been saving, right? Be cool, be chill, be merry. It's perfect. So this is like a card that I could see sending to my niece and nephew, and then hopefully they wouldn't think I was like a dork. Or maybe they will, but in a good way. Not a dork like I'm out of touch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that aunt. Remember the aunt in A Christmas Story? Like, she sends Ralphie those foot pajamas, and it's horrible. That is not me, okay? I would rather tell the kids to be cool, be chill, be merry. That's more me. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for a fun night. Do I have an aunt cocktail picks? No, but that sounds fun. That sounds like something you would have, Brene. I think that we would get along with your really silly sense of humor and stuff. I think it would be really fun. I wanted to put it on there, but I think it can go on there. Let me try one more time. Okay, with these sentiments, like I said, a light hand is best. Like, I don't even know that you have to give it too much pressure. And don't leave it there too long. See, that's even better. I didn't even feel like I was touching it, really. So, oh my gosh. So this has been a great, like, I was fine before I came on, but I'm so happy. This is so fun. This is a great set, and you guys are so kind, and I feel it's really a privilege to come on and have you here with me week in and week out, really. And I know I'm sarcastic a lot, but I'm not being sarcastic about that. That's honest. It's just a privilege. Is this gonna fit? Oh, it might just barely fit. Can I do that? Okay. It has to go over him a little bit, but I kind of think that looks good. Okay, and then finally, we need to put the left-hand side of this up on dimensionals. Let me clear the decks a little bit. Yes, penguin. Okay, so how many of you who don't have penguins now are thinking you might need the penguins? Give me, you don't have to identify yourself. Oh, yes, the feet. Darn it, the feet. I could hide the feet. That's true. Getting sidetracked there, sorry. Okay, so how many of you think you might, just show of, thumbs up. How many of you think you might get this now that we've had some fun with it tonight? Oh, ice stamping glitter. That's a good idea too. That's a very good idea. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, let's see. Or 3. Yeah, so you don't want to get, just put the dimensionals, whatever form you use. Pam, you're getting your penguins next Wednesday? Yay! I can't wait to see. You have to show me something now. You have to show me something. Ooh, I kind of like it like this. A little bit. Boy, I'm trying to tuck it in there just as much as I can. I can't really pick this up and move it, can I? I can. I feel like it'll move. No, famous last words, leave it alone. Plus it's up on it's up on a whole thing of adhesive sheet. That's a bad idea. I don't want to hide the wing. Let me punch the feet out and you guys think of where to put that sentiment. I really wanted it right next to the penguin, but I think I may have to rethink that. And so, again, just a little pumpkin pie, mango melody, whatever you want to use. Crushed curry, that would probably work too. Here we go. So this is also in the punch, and yeah, you'll have a little extra things that you punch out. That's okay. Oh, so cute. Okay, how about cutting the words? Yes. You're smart. Norma, you're not just a pretty face. And I love that technique. Anyway, so good idea. Okay, we're going to cut them and use them separately. And they can fill in this space or that space right there and look quite nice, don't you think? Okay. I need to just turn these upside down. I feel like there we go. Let's put just a little bit of glue on them. Okay, a little foot surgery. And hold on now. You can't be super cool if you don't have feeties. Well, we'll get in the way. Oh, I hope I have that one moved over enough. I don't. They're kind of big. They're kind of wide. I think you need to size them up to have them almost touching the outside, and then they will come together. See that? So if they're almost touching the outside, then they will come together. Please don't hate me, but what? Who said that? Who doesn't like the penguins? That's so sad. Well, it's okay. Barb. It's all right, Barb. But I asked, didn't I? I said, who's going to go get them? And Barb's like, no. But you know what, Barb? You can still feel free to use the designs I used. Get the paper, because there's one whole side of it at least that doesn't have penguins on it. And just enjoy it that way. I would never hate you. Are you kidding? Never. Can't do it. Not possible. Okay. Now these, of course, I had those dimensionals on there, so they look a little weird. This one is fine, but I know. That's so funny. Look, the cool thing, well, one of the many cool things about Stampin' Up! Is that there's something for everyone. I mean, even I come across items that aren't for me, and that's okay. Because they're somebody else's favorite thing, right? I think it looks kind of fun to put it down here. Beach Hill. And I am cropping these quite close, but the words are small. I feel like the paper is like dwarfing the words when they're cut up like this. So, right. Be chill. And this is where the mini glue dots really come in handy. That one's even. This one's like just the width. Okay. There we go. Be chill. Finally, the Be Merry. Yay, Be Merry. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. And also some sets that start out as not my favorite end up being my favorite. That's more likely. There's very rarely anything that I just absolutely won't work with. And of course, if a customer requests working with something, I'll work with it, flat out. I'm a demonstrator and I'm a teacher, and that's part of what I expect from myself, is that I could work with any set. But of course, I also choose things that just fill my heart. So that's the cool thing about this. And let's see here. Finally, Be Merry. And this one's very cute because it still has the tag punch, but just in a very tiny way. Oh my goodness. Now I think I want to use the red rhinestones. These are such a go-to. Well, okay, I almost changed my mind. Look at these though. These are fun. But we do have the red rhinestones. Don't ever forget about those. They are in the annual catalog, and they're just go-tos. They're just basics, right? These are matte decorative dots. They are in the suite that has the dogs and the cats. Okay, and I think these are cherry cobbler, but who really cares? And you could actually, you could use that. And it's totally great. And I kind of like it. So you can use a dot for his nose, or you can use the great stamp. But we're going to use the dot since we're using these on the card. Let's just bring it in like even more, okay? And so please don't miss these, regardless of what you think about the dogs and the cats, because look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Let's see, 3 different sizes, and then all of that ombre, and they're matte, right? They've got this kind of flat feel to them. They're just different than our other things. Okay, let me clear the decks a tiny bit, and let me bring in for you, oh my gosh, so much fun tonight. So again, we were working with the Penguin bundle. It is in the holiday mini catalog. It is, let's see here, the stamp set is buried. Penguin Place, there we go. And so like we punched out the sunglasses from this part of the body, right? And we punched out the feet. We punched out the body from glimmer paper. And then we used the whole night, we used the paper that you can earn for free from Penguin and Friends, but you earn it free in Celebration with a $50 order. It is cute stuff. Oh, see, Kathy, your dogs are worried about you coming to bed too. So anyway, they're just so fun. I hope you've enjoyed these. Please feel free to message me if you have extra questions. You can watch this on replay on YouTube. If you haven't liked and subscribed and shared, please do so. I just appreciate that so much, as I've said before. This is a business for me. So the more you talk about it, the more successful my business is, right? And that is so helpful to me. I need to hold this one down. But anyway, that's so helpful to me. So I appreciate that. We want to keep the Stamping Zoo growing so I can bring you more videos like this. And again, just thank you so much for your friendship and for your time. And have fun with the penguins, okay? You can even make a blue one. Who says? Who says that's not a thing? This totally is a thing because it's here on a card. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Have a great night. I need to pull you up now, right? I need to pull you back up. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was waiting for you to get off. Get off. Sign off upside down and so I don't have to force you to watch very much of this anymore. I'm still here. Oh gosh. All right, come on now. Let me out. Are we ever going to be able to stop? No. I could put a goofy hat on. There. And okay, we're going to finish, everyone. Have a great night, okay? I'll see you later.